I'm JD Hollingsworth in Washington. This is the JD Hollingsworth Washington Report Daily Edition for Wednesday, February 27th, 2013. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This edition is brought to you by McDonald's Smokin' Barbecue Bacon Angus 3rd Pounder. The JD Hollingsworth Washington Report is the new daily headline news platform from the nation's capital. The JD Hollingsworth Washington Report is committed to serving American society by sharing news and information that connects people to opportunities which enrich their lives and strengthen families. The JD Hollingsworth Washington Report delivers news to you that matters from around the nation and the world. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the world. Later in this edition, be sure to look out for Acheivements in African American history. There are just 2 days to the sequestration. Now, today's top news. It's been one long year, yet Trayvon Martin's family is still waiting for his killer to be brought to trial. Martin would have turned 18 on February 5th. The awaited trial will happen for George Zimmerman starting June 4th. Zimmerman is the Florida man who shot the unarmed black teenager. He is claiming self-defense in the face of a second-degree murder charge. Heavy snow and sleet is bombarding Chicago and other cities in America's heartland. The record-breaking winter storm is hitting the country's midsection with sleet, freezing rain, and major snow. The megastorm is making travel hazardous and grounding hundreds of flights. Officials are reporting that winds are gusting at 35 to 40 miles per hour. Storm-stricken Midwest residents are contending with reduced visibility and icy roads. Now's a great time to become a JD Hollingsworth Washington Report mobile subscriber. It's free and it's easy. Just text the word subscribe to the number 68398. This edition of the JD Hollingsworth Washington Report is brought to you by McDonald's Smokin' Bacon Barbecue Angus 3rd Pounder. McDonald's, I'm loving it. More news after this message.
McDonald's all-new Smoky Barbecue Bacon Angus 3rd Pounder. 100% pure Canadian Angus beef topped with bacon, onion crisps, and a smoky barbecue sauce.
Here's more news. In the money news, Speaker of the House John Boehner says it's time for the Senate to get to work and stop the sequester. Boehner is seeking to shift blame onto President Obama's party for the looming budget cuts. The Ohio Republican reiterated Tuesday that he has no intention of putting forward his own alternative plan.
We should not have to move a third bill before the Senate gets off their ass and begins to do something.
In diversity and inclusion news, federal officials have released scores of detainees from immigration detention centers nationwide. The detainees have been placed on supervised release. The move is part of an effort to save money as huge budget cuts near in Washington. Despite the highly unusual move, the administration has not dropped charges of deportation cases against the immigrants. If you're on Twitter, I want you to follow the JD Hollingsworth Washington Report at JDHWR. Stay tuned for the question of the day after this word from our sponsors.
It's as alive as we are. It doesn't click or buzz. It roars. Jaguar.
I'm JD Hollingsworth in Washington. This is the JD Hollingsworth Washington Report Daily Question. The topic for this edition is the Roman Catholic Church in crisis. Well, the Pope has about another day before he officially steps down from his post as leader of the world's largest Christian church. Yet even as he winds down his time as the church's vicar on the earth, the beloved Mother Church is continuously being outed as a bastion for scandal, dysfunction, and petty power grabs. Here's today's question. What can the Roman Catholic Church do to put scandal to rest and become most relevant for the present and future age? You can answer today's question at JDHWR.com. Look for the tab entitled Question. We may use your opinion on a future edition. Stay tuned for Acheivements in African American history. In recognition of Black history, the JD Hollingsworth Washington Report is highlighting Acheivements in African American history, sponsored by Toyota. In this edition, we celebrate the first of the Little Rock 9 graduates. On May 29, 1958, Ernest Green became the first of the Little Rock Nine to graduate from Little Rock Central High School. There were many rumors that Green might be harmed when accepting his diploma, so much so that his principal urged him not to attend the ceremony. They offered instead to mail his diploma at a later date. Green replied, "Not in this lifetime." Some years later, Green commented, "For all 9 of us, the common thread was the importance of school and education. We all had adults in our families who thought we had the right to be there." When the Little Rock Nine graduated under the searing heat of racism in America's Deep South, the entire nation took a labored and dramatic step away from a trail stained with the shame of the Nine deserved opportunity to an entire race of people merely based on the color of their skin. Achievements in African American history has been brought to you by Toyota, a legacy that makes a difference. To get more achievements in African American history, go to JDHWR.com. This newscast was brought to you by McDonald's Smoking Barbecue Bacon Angus Third Pounder. The JD Hollingsworth Washington Report is a production of Diversity Today Media Systems and JD Hollingsworth Studios. I'm JD Hollingsworth in Washington. This has been the JD Hollingsworth Washington Report. We'll see you on Thursday.